Alrighty. I think it's time to begin. Cold is getting worse, but that's okay. But as long as my hands can build Lego, things are okay. So, I suppose first start off with this. I think we were in the middle of a bit of space junk and asteroid last time. It's taken a very long time just to do one thing. It's kind of crazy, but we'll figure it out. And so hopefully we can finish that today. Might take the whole hour to do it, low key. And then we got the text problem. Just kind of figure out what to add, like what kind of text to put up, and sort of I think it might be a bit of a brainstorming session to figure out what kind of style to put the text in, because it's like some really half-assed serif font right now. But yeah, I also want to figure out how to make some of the harder shapes like M. It's a bit difficult to make it not look like an H. So there's that. I think I'm still gonna put this off. Might be next week. Probably will be next week. I need a good reference. So, but if I have time, I might make like a base of it, like a base for it, maybe. Yeah. So yes, that's the agenda for today. Here we are. Let's open up the asteroids real quick. Back to this stupid nightmare. Man, I was not looking forward to this. This sucks. Genuinely. But alas, in life there are many things that we must do that we don't want to do. This is one of them. Also thinking of buying a new graphics card. Maybe. Not sure if it'll be anytime soon. I don't know. I don't really know the urgency of it. Like, it could be probably by the end of this year. All for the stream. I'm going crazy. So I might have fixed this low-key here. I'm not sure. I'll need to keep investigating this to be sure. Oh, come on. Oh, right. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Is there a gap here? No. But there would be here. I'll have to keep an eye on that. It is pretty solvable if I just like adjust some things though, I think. Let me just, yeah, let me move this up for now. I can do an inverted slope here. Okay, so I need to look at this area pretty closely. There could be a lot going on here that I need to do. See, so the problem is I can't just like... Well, I could do this. This is very much an option. This is not an option. But I can kind of turn it into one though. Right. Just have to do this. And so if I do this sort of thing, or rather, just put like a brick up here, then I've kind of gotten rid of the issue, right? Then I could put this up here. There we go. Okay, so I guess I'm solving this problem way faster than I thought. Maybe I've just forgotten where the problem points are. It's very possible. Oh, hello. Wow, someone actually showed up. I was told by Mimi-san that he sent some people this way. So this is actually it is a 40k build. I'm just like making background scenery. It's like an asteroid that's like impacted part of a ship. I don't know if it really gives that vibe right now. Yeah, I saw some scouting party comments. I'm very surprised. This could be very boring, so you don't have to watch it. It's really more of a self-discipline thing, which I'm told, or not really, I'm told, which I know that's why, you know, your boy me originally started his streaming thing. I remember back in January when he was talking about it. Like, that was his idea. I was like, okay. I mean, that sounds pretty sweet. And then he's been doing it for like almost a year, so I'm like, oh, okay. So it seems like it works. So now that I have to actually make money and pay taxes in society, I need to to make myself not want to just die. I started doing this because I've been slacking off on Legos like way too much. Game grinding. I was grinding Isaac the other like a couple of weeks ago until I started this. But exam documents. Documents for exams. I don't think I've ever had to do that. Dang. Thought exams were always just like a sheet of paper. But yeah, good luck on that. Yeah, you don't have to like watch this stuff, honestly. It's not that interesting, I think. It's like, I was talking to a friend the other day, because they popped in and like to check it out. They're like, this looks like a very niche topic. I'm like, yeah, it is. I do not expect anyone to care, honestly. Cannot blame them. But, I don't know, it's just like the feeling of being watched, I guess. Like, just getting it recorded and having it posted publicly on YouTube is like enough to make me do it, so I think it's working so far for me. I should. I feel like I'm gonna get roasted by like like an actual try-hard Lego person though. I'm like really scared. I'm like not that good, I think. But maybe. I have thought about videos, but videos are super difficult to make, I think. I was also talking about this again with your favorite artist guy, and you know, he has a couple of videos up, but this is not very like productive for self. I don't know if he's ever talked about it. But making videos is like, I don't know, 2 hours, 3, 4, 5 hours of practice of like art, and then just editing the rest of the time, which you don't really get any like, I mean, if you value editing skill, then maybe that's good, but like, you know, if you're focused on drawing like he is, then it's like not super productive. And I get the same feeling. So I'm kind of scared to like put my time commitment on that, because I'm probably never going to finish it if I don't have some like strong motivating factor. But I have thought about this before, so I might. Very possible. Well, I don't know what to make it on, except like how to make Warhammer ships. I have like a Google Doc somewhere talking about how to do that. I figured I could make that into like a video format. But yeah, it is a good idea. I do agree. Yeah, I think, you know, at the very least, having only streams on this channel is kind of boring. It's like kind of something's missing. It's not really a ways. It's quite important if you're trying to make interesting content. I guess so, yeah. I mean, well, you know, if your focus is like the channel, I would say, right? Like, I think different people have different ideas of what they value, right? And at least from my, I'm not fully 100% on this because I have to do it to know, but at least from what I heard from Mimi-san, it's like if the focus is on like your own self practice of like the thing you're making a video on specifically, like, you know, there is an opportunity cost, I guess, right? Where you're spending this time like, making the video, and maybe you have to make the video sometimes because like there's no other way to like put your thoughts out there, and maybe that could like help you organize your thoughts or whatever. But you know, I have the Google Doc floating out there, right? And in terms of organizing my thoughts, that's certainly sufficient. If my goal is to like put stuff out there, then yeah, a video is way better. No one's gonna read a stupid Google Doc, you know what I mean? Like, hell nah. But yeah, for sure. And that is also something I still value. It's like the aspect of like giving people something, which a, you know, 5-10 minute video is like way better than like a 2-hour stream for sure. So if my focus shifts, I'll definitely do that, I think. Yeah, I think for now, or at least that was the original plan. It's like just to motivate myself to build Legos, because I stopped doing this like on my own in my free time because I just rather sleep or something. But you know, so it's like it feels kind of bad, but like I don't care that much about who that watches or doesn't watch this, you know. Like it's great, you know, if you know, I appreciate people taking time out to like to watch me yap for like 2 hours straight, but I'm not gonna quit like I'm not gonna quit streaming if like nobody watches, for example, right? Because that's not like my motivation is not like amassing viewers or anything. It's just like a nice side effect, you know. If anything, it only helps me motivate myself because I feel like I can't like let people down. But you know, like, so I'm just like taking up YouTube server space by just putting my like recordings up there. But I don't know how to like explain that properly. It's like if people watch it and they enjoy it, that's like hella cool. But even if no one does, it's like not like I'll still do it because that's not like the main reason I started, right? But like then when I think of it from that standpoint, then making videos, like it doesn't sound as like appealing as I would if my whole purpose was to educate people, which, you know, isn't really the case. Yeah, maybe the videos could be motivational. Like I really don't know until I try, right? Like these are all like theoretical thoughts that I had floating in my head, but I have no idea if it's true or not. So so the videos might actually be a very good idea. Who knows? Because like, you know, you can technically spend an infinite amount of time making a video, right? So you can like spend an infinite amount of time organizing your thoughts, which is, I think, a big advantage over streaming. But honestly, I think a video is inevitable. Like, it's gonna happen eventually, like for sure. I just don't know when. But so far, the motivation for the stream is working, so I see no reason why a video wouldn't do the same thing. It's just they're really, I think they're very time intensive. That's like that's the big thing. Kind of scares me. I've been like in a flow state adding stuff to this asteroid, and it's like kind of working right now. Pretty good. finished this way faster than I thought. Like I thought I'd take another hour on this stupid rock. But yeah, I think another thing, like a sort of a reservation I have about making videos is like I'm not sure if like, I mean this assumes people watch it, but like I'm not by any means like the best Lego creator on the planet by like any stretch of the imagination. There are some crazy individuals, so I'd be scared to like come in and be like, hey, actually this is wrong. Niche content on Minecraft. Making baddies in build battles? Oh, what are baddies? What are baddies? Is that like a character? Hold on. Minecraft baddies build battle. Maybe if I search it up, it'll like building baddies in build battle until I win. Is it this? Oh my gosh, this is what you mean. Oh dear. People actually do this though. Like people, okay, I know what you mean. Okay, that kind of baddies, alright. Okay, but like there are actually people that do this. This is not a bad idea. This is legit like not a bad idea. I was kind of thinking something along the same lines like once. Not baddies, but like characters. Like, oh my gosh, I don't know anyone. Well, I do know people that do it, but I forgot who they were, so I can't really pull anything up. But like, occasionally I'll see on Twitter people make like, you know, Bionicle like Legos with you know, very you know, well endowed Bionicles. So there's a 3D aspect there that people do, because you know Lego has curves and Minecraft doesn't, so there's like kind of that aspect. But also, I guess pixel art as well. Like you could do that. Could be good. It's like kind of, it's an interesting idea because it's like a skill set that I don't have at all. Like I don't know any like curves and like really like tight angles like that. It's just not something I've done. And so I think there's a lot of value in making Minecraft baddies, honestly, like as a skill set, as it just as like a skill, right? Which is like so far removed from what I usually do. Kind of scary, low key. But yeah, it's not a bad idea. At the very least, like character, like I will make some kind of character. Like I told a friend, like my friend asked me like I could like make their VTuber avatar on Lego, and like Lego has those like they're kind of like Nendoroids or Funko Pops, like but in Lego form. And so I was like thinking I could make like something like that for them. So I feel like, and that's like way easier for me to like digest, right, starting off, because it's way closer to what I usually build, at least like techniques wise, I think. And then like someday, probably not anytime soon, but someday the baddies will come, probably, because I have to do that eventually, surely. But yeah, I do like the idea. That would be cool. I think also one of the big issues might be like when you're dealing with angles, it's hard to do it on software. Like I have to do it in real life, and I hate doing that because it takes way too much time. So I'll have to figure that out. Although I have a friend that does do like, he makes like mechs, like Gundam style stuff, like in software. So I guess it's not impossible. I just have to like lock in and like not give up. I call this done? I think I'll call it done. But yeah, for sure. I'm really trying to, like, especially with this, I'm not making a ship anymore. I'm making like the background environment for the ship, I guess, right? And like this is a huge departure from what I usually do. I feel like I gotta do this kind of thing if I want to get better. A Titan. Oh dear. That is an idea. I was thinking of a. There's the Ultramarines like flagship, right? There's like the McCragg's Honor. That is the only ship that I think I have models of, like through the game, that I can use. So I have like I already have this is for the battleship, right? So this is like, you know, one of the biggest ships that exists in 40k. That's not like ridiculous, right? And then like a class above this would be like 50% longer. It would be like, you know, Gilliman's like flagship. I've been thinking maybe one day I'll do that, but actually not even one day, probably pretty soon, honestly. Like I have two options. I could either like go bigger or go smaller and like finish up some of the other ships that I have, like that I was working on. I finished most ships, but at the same time, like there's a like this doesn't really matter. Like I'm still gonna make the ship, but there's a guy from Poland. Like this is like months, years ago, I think, like a year or two ago, I would say. About a year ago, now that I think about it. There's a guy from Poland that like messaged me, and I hadn't built the battleship yet. I had the battle cruiser, which is like a bit smaller. It's about this size, right? And he was asking if you could see like the model file. And sometimes like I get messages like that, and I'm like super sus because I think it's like someone trying to scam me. But apparently, he really like. It turns out he really was like interested in building it for real, or like not building it, but using it as a reference for something he was building. Because I found out through his Instagram, it's like actually legit. And then, so once I knew that, I like sent the file to him, and then he started building the Titan class ship. Not in a much smaller scale, right? So the same Gilliman's like flagship, like the McCragg's Honor, is probably like this big, or maybe about the size of this thing. So it was not like the scale I would be working at, right? But I could see like elements of it that he clearly like took from the ship I built. I was like, damn, that's like awesome. That was sick as hell. That was like, it's like the only kind of like public recognition I've ever gotten. You know, so, understand, like it is awesome. Why is this here? But yeah, but I will definitely do that someday. Yeah, for real. Well, I do have hold on. I don't know if you've ever I've ever shown this, because I think when I went on Mimi's stream I hadn't built it yet. But let's see, hold on. I'm gonna go find the file. But I actually have built like the battleship. Like it's in parts in my room, but I could like assemble it in maybe 5 minutes. I have it like stripped down so that I can easily you know, transport it. Yeah. So when it comes to cost, these things are like really expensive, by the way. Like it's kind of, I think you would like be shocked at how expensive these are. I've been accumulating these parts for like a really long time, so it's not nearly as expensive to me. But if you buy actual authentic Lego, that's not like some like knockoff, this actually tells you the approximate cost. This costs about $1,700 USD. It's not actually this expensive. You can get all the parts for way cheaper if you're smart about your shopping. But still, it's still gonna cost you like 1,000 USD to build the whole thing. Uh, so yeah, so if you do like if you buy like the cheaper ones, I guess, right? Like you can go online and find um there's all these stores, right? You can sort of assemble them for cheap, or you can get parts for way cheaper than what this tells you. You can also get them in person and stuff, so you can shave off quite a bit, but still, like Legos are expensive, so they cost a lot of money. But I don't care, you know. I'm an adult now. I got money I can spend. I will spend it on Legos. But I'm a cheap bastard. Like I am so stingy. I've probably spent like maybe 5 or 10% of the amount of money that other Lego builders spend, because I just reuse the same parts over and over and over again. Um, yeah. Okay, I gotta think about. I got so much time. I can try to work on another asteroid or something. I think for now, just keep building asteroids. I think next week, I might do I might start a new ship next week. That would be like a super long-term project though. That I could work on, I could do it 2 hours every single day for like months probably. Economically smart. I like that. I like that. Let's call it that. I'm not a cheap bastard. I'm just economically intelligent. So that's yeah. Because I have friends that do this, like I real life friends from university that also do Lego building as a hobby, and they have so much. Like, I don't like, some of them are pretty wealthy, like their families are somewhat wealthy, but they have like they rent out like another like little warehouse, not warehouse, but like a little storage room just to just to house all their Legos. And I'm like, I couldn't. All of my stuff is always in my room. I don't know how they can do that. It's insane. But it's just like that's how much stuff they have. But maybe I'm just jealous. Yeah. It's like kind of. I thought working would like maybe, because you have a lot more money when you start working. But I kind of realized that the money constraint is like one thing, but like now there's also like a time constraint. So I can't just spend money because I know I'll probably like not utilize the thing I bought to its full extent or something. True. The dust. Honestly. Like, maybe... This is actually really true, because I put the battleship that I have in my room, the one I showed like earlier, I actually did send it to an exhibition recently, and I had not touched that thing in like months, like half a year probably. I haven't actually like seriously touched it, and there's so much dust on it. Like it was visibly like the base stand is like black, but like it was turning gray because of how much dust was on it. It's kind of embarrassing. Kind of showed to the people I was not taking the hobby that seriously. But it is what it is. I don't care. But yeah, it's how it is. Let's see here. Yeah, I kind of feel bad working on stuff like this, because it's not very focused work, I guess, if that makes sense. Like, building a ship is way more, like, the objective is very clear. But stuff like this, I'm just like freehanding it, so it's not very, like, this stuff's kind of not that interesting. So I'll have to like switch focus soon, or at least just, I don't know, figure something out there. Yeah, I was thinking like, I was originally, I think I was doing with like this stand was to use these like parts from like a Milky Way set to make like a warp storm under here, which is still the plan, but I've like added so much junk to like the surroundings. I don't know if that's like still feasible, but I originally wanted to do like a planet, a miniature planet, and like it looked like I was getting bombed or like getting exterminated somehow. But I was like, that's kind of like not feasible, so let me not do that. Still be cool though. Let's see. And okay, well, the more I look at this, the more I kind of don't like all this stuff I have. Like maybe the asteroids aren't necessary strictly speaking. I think all right, yeah. Grind it out. Thanks for sticking around. Appreciate it, bro. Kind of like, the more I look at this, the worse it is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I will keep eating Legos. I want to be obese off these Legos, man. How do I need to rethink this? I don't think asteroids are the way to go. I kind of noticed this, like, maybe like a day or two ago, but the asteroids don't even do that good of a job of covering up the like stakes thing, the support beams here. It's like it doesn't even do that well. So like maybe these, I shouldn't even use them. And instead I have these. Actually, not use them is a little bit harsh. I could use them. It's just, I don't want to scare them here. I could make it like a collision, right? Where it sort of tells a story of the battleship just ramming into these and screwing them up, which I think is a much better approach. So the battleship would ram it here. I would have like the parts just sort of trailing back here. Maybe. Should I even have the asteroids? Man, this is difficult. Yeah, I'm gonna scrap this. And not only that, I'm gonna make a non-asteroid version of this as well. Let's release this thing. Here we go. Well, I'm back to the same problem. How do I connect this back to the top? It's quite the problem. Let me just switch this color here. How shall I do this? I have an idea. Like not, it's not a good solution, I don't think, but it's better than nothing. If I just do I can do a half stud conversion and a inversion here. And this will get me there. Will get me something. If I do this. Okay, the unfortunate thing is I need like I need to like sell this as a internal compartment again, but I can't do the flooring technique. So something like this. Is this legal? I think it technically is, just barely. Okay, I can start by just adding a tile here. Whatever, it's not that big of a deal, I think. Whoa, it's laggy. What now? This is quite the conundrum yet again. I have 40 minutes-ish, so I got about 20 minutes to try to figure this out, I think. Oh wow, it's low, bro. How was your day today? I got a cold, by the way. Isn't that awesome? You just woke up. Damn. I gotta check to see if it's the influenza that's going around Japan right now, but it's not, so it's all good. It's just a regular cold. which means the grind will not stop. Legos are love, Legos are life. You know what I mean? You hope. I know I'll get better. You just don't understand. I'm a thug, you know. The streets cannot handle a baller like me, it seems. Guess that's good enough, right? Ship, debris, 5 volts. Okay. Get rid of these. I feel like this is good enough to tell a story, right? Yes, sir. Yeah, I don't know what else to do. Should I actually start doing this? Bruh. Oh my gosh. Oh, I think first. I think it's thinking time. Right, let me just copy and paste this here. And make this visible. I want to sneeze again. Alright, so this is this set, basically. I have it in my room, not built. I'm just going to cannibalize it for parts. Well, let me sneeze. Wait, nope, I can't sneeze. Damn. Life sucks. I wish I could sneeze. So I kind of feel bad just straight up copying it, but I also don't know how to do this. I bought this like a while ago, like a year ago. Not a year ago, I got it with my first paycheck. This is the first thing I bought. But normally, this is what it looks like. It's a Milky Way, right? It's very interesting because it just has all these like crazy parts just like lined up together to make this. It's not awesome. But basically, I want to cannibalize for parts and then like kind of reshape it and add my own like thing, I guess. Because hey, hold on. Look at this. 40k warp store. I want to give it this kind of vibe. Is there a good? Is there a good? This is not a bad. It's not a bad image. Okay. So this, like, you know, when ships go through their FTL thing, they go through here. So I kind of want to make this sort of vibe, but not like. I don't want to make it like it's going through it. I just want to make it like the ship is on top and the thing is on the bottom here, like kind of like trying to eat it almost. I guess, or maybe just like the ambience of it all. I don't know. I really don't know. And that's kind of the problem, is I don't know. Pretty big issue, I would say. Not knowing is not good. But I think this might be like beyond my ability right now. Like this requires some pretty good command of colors and also just knowing what parts exist. Which I know a lot of parts in light bluish gray, but I don't know parts in any other color pretty much. So this could be very difficult. But yeah, it's very interesting. I really like this set. I think this is amazing. In fact, if I decide to give up, I might just like build it and put it on the wall or something. It's just that cool, I think. But yeah, it's hard to do this. I don't know. I have no one to ask either, so I just have to like figure it out myself, which is always cool. But you know, at least for now, I think I can just sort of try to mimic it with the colors I have, right? So, what are these like transparent colors? Is this over here? So lonely, I know, right? I'm forever alone. I'm like the Rage comic, dude. That's me. That's me for real. Like, yeah, this requires some like some art skills that I don't think I have at the moment. Yeah. I don't know how to do this, honestly. Very difficult. I keep putting it off. Like, I can do everything else. This is the one thing I just cannot do. And it's so hard to, like, motivate myself when I'm so unsure of being able to, like, do something. Yeah. So I'd have, like, the center be here, and then... I don't know. Kind of like this, right? These, like, waves coming up. So let's try it. Let's separate out the white colors here. More or less. Oops, hold on. Let me put it in a better spot. Come on. Work with me here. Damn. It's not cooperative at all. What? Inversions? Inverted tiles? What? Why don't they use this? Got a cough. Ow. Yeah, thanks. I'll keep grinding this like the unk I am. Where are the rest over here? I think these are for like the back of the set, so I'm just gonna put them over here. Really is just this white color. Okay. I think just 3 of them for now. Okay. Here we are. I feel like placing the first brick is a good step in the right direction. I think. Yeah. I have a lot of these 2x4s. Sound like this. Nice, okay. Let's keep doing this, I think. So it's not like perfectly centered. Is that an issue? Maybe it is. Yeah, let me keep adjusting. Actually, maybe the white section has to be, like, pretty large. Pretty big. Something like this, right? Here we go. This, yeah. There we go. All right. Look at like how this is built. The slopes are placed kind of arbitrarily, but I feel like the bricks, I don't think they're even used here actually. They're probably used as support. I'm just using them for a purpose they were never intended for. Let's see. Gotta do this, right? Can I even fill this all in? Oh man. This isn't really... It's okay, I guess. I don't really like these blocks of parts though. It's not what I'm looking... It's not like what I'm looking for, honestly. They can't be helped sometimes, I suppose. Oh man, yeah, how do I handle these? Dang, it's like a lot worse than I thought. Dang. Let's see. This is not easy. Whoa, lag. Dang. Is this thing gonna crash on me? Whoa. See, let me just shove some of these here. Shove one of these in here. All right. I think I just like get as much use out of these parts as I can before I resort to adding new ones, right? Here we go. I have to change how the core is done though. Because maybe it's better if I I don't have it all raised up like this. I was thinking I'd have this like raised section in the middle and then sort of have it like this where it kind of gradually tapers off. I'm not sure if that's really the move though. I'll find out. It's whatever. So now I think this is everything, so I'll have to use one by ones to fill in the rest here. Oh, it's an empty gap, so nothing there. Boop, boop, boop. Let's see, can this fit? And I just need something here. Okay. It's clipping. I can make this not clip, so I'll accept that. Right. Let me rotate this. There we go. There we go. Okay, I guess this is fine, right? there any pattern here? Just kind of like there's not enough going on to really tell, I guess, right? Okay, let me bring these along with these guys up to the front. Scatter them around, create some depth here. There we go. There's so many of them too, dang. Definitely like to get a render of this going on point. Although, yeah, I need some rotations too. Maybe another one over here? It's hard. I'm also spending way too much time on this now. I think I've got crossed the 1 hour mark. But that's fine. Does this use one by... Where is it used? Very confusing. Just as I add more junk, it should just get more chaotic and like have some more depth, right? Because it's very flat right now. So the idea is that I just add a lot of stuff around. Flowers here. Very interesting. There we go. And I don't know over here. Interesting. I don't know where to put this. Something like here. Here we go. Put a bar over here. Put a bar over here. I think this is nice and chaotic. I think. It really is hard to say without a render. Where else can I put these? One here. Doesn't work. I have even more slopes I could use. If I look at like that thing, it's like extremely dense. Also, wait, hold on. See what it looks like? These? Is that... Can't be, right? Some other part? There's something hooked onto these, like, one by ones. I don't know what it is, though. Is it those forks? I honestly don't know. It's hard to tell. Oh, well. The point is, I gotta keep on increasing the density of clutter here. Because if I look at the reference, like the original set, it is actually pretty insane how dense it is. Where else can I put crap? Not bad. Okay. One here. One here. Where else? One here. One here. One here. Okay, okay. I feel like I just barely have enough. Just clutter this place. Go, I'm gonna put this flame part somewhere. I don't know. Right over here. Low-key don't have enough like space to put all these flowers. Actually, I think just barely. Don't know if they hear what they know. 3 more. Where did they go? Completely random. There we go. One more. Doesn't fit here, does it? Yeah, right. I tried that before. Man. Right over here. There's not many parts left here. Yeah, not bad, not bad. I think I did pretty good, at least for the white. I can... very much looks like a complete mess. Very nice, very nice. Time will tell if this is what I should be doing. It's gonna be very hard to mimic the other part though. It's like the purplish colors, sort of like two arms going here. It's like a, yeah. But as long as I kind of have like a diagonal ellipses sort of thing going on, I think he'll be fine. I think. But yeah, it's begun. Definitely good progress here. All right, let's go back to this thing. This monstrosity that I have cooking here. Oh gosh. Let me select all of them. Alright. What text should I get put up to begin with? That's one of the big issues. Should I write soon? Maybe? I don't know. 8 letters is very convenient in terms of length. I think so. Cause I could just shave off one stud here. That would instantly solve the alignment issue. So maybe B-U-I-L-D-I-N-G, that's 8 letters. So building is also not a bad bit of text to put up. I don't know. I blow my nose. Damn, my nose is like getting stuff here. Sucks. It actually sucks. What is going on, bruh? Let's see. Well, at the very least, maybe I can't think of like what to write. I could start by attempting to make all the letters of the alphabet, right? So here we have A. Am I satisfied with A? It looks like A. Kind of looks like an Among Us, doesn't it? Wow. But I don't think it's done as well as it could be. Like, I'm gonna look up serif font. So, I just put this in here. So I kind of want to keep it serif. I want these like. But one of the things is like they tend to have like this sort of asymmetry to them, which I'm not sure if I can replicate, but that'd be kind of interesting. Yeah, this requires some like design knowledge that I don't think I really have, but I'm gonna sort of give it an attempt anyway. So let's say I do want to like serif both sides here, or like the bottom. Then what I can do is I can just kind of then, because then I know I kind of want this sort of format, right? I want each letter to fit within around 6 studs. It doesn't have to be exactly. I could loosen that restriction, that requirement a bit, honestly. Might be the move. But maybe I could like have this sort of asymmetry going. It's very hard to like tell stuff though. Um, yeah. How do I pull this off, man? So... let's see. I found the image I used as reference. This guy, like, I think is much better at this than I am. What's this thing, right? But if you notice, there's using very specific letters here. Right? Letters are much better, have a lot of right angles, no curves, no slants, nothing of that sort. So really, kind of an ideal state would be to pick letters, like to pick a word that only has these sorts of letters, and then work off of that. But that's very limiting, right? And I mean, I don't even know what letter I want to put, so yeah, there's that issue. I think first and foremost. But yeah, that's a pretty big deal, I would say. I think the name idea is still pretty good. If I can just hammer down like this M. I feel like I'm doing the best with what I've got right now, but still, man, it's rough. Yeah, can I even do anything about this? This is... or, like, one idea. I also had this idea when I was, about to go to bed. Is... this part exists. And so if I could kind of slide this up here somehow, somewhere. Well, okay, no, never mind, not possible. So, I don't have the space for it, just there's no real estate. These letters are too short and stubby. I think is part of the problem. An alternative is to just make them larger, right? So I wouldn't be so like restricted by you know, the lack of space, just a complete lack of real estate I have going on. So I think even a single stud is a lot of extra space, honestly. So here we go. So let's see. M tends to have, yeah. Okay, so I think, yeah, just keep going with this upwards for a while. I don't know until when, but let's just say up to here, right? Is this a good height? I don't know. It's a little stubby, gotta say. But I'll just roll with it for now. Could be taller. And so, one of the things that I could do is to, let's see here, do something like this. I don't like that. I could do something way smarter though, surely. How do I? Well, actually, there is a inverted slope that does this. So if I just do this for a while. Just continues to the bottom, honestly. What a waste of parts, by the way. But it's okay. I don't plan on doing anything with this. But maybe this height is actually not bad. But the problem is, like, these aren't... This isn't perfect. This isn't like a perfect match. There's no slope that does this, right? And so that's a little unfortunate. I need like a pretty special kind of slope that doesn't exist in LEGO, I think. Yeah, I don't think I could do anything here. At least not at the moment, so... That's that, like, I think. It's a much better end, though, right? Like, this is far better than the other one. This looks like an H, like this. It's just an H, I don't know what else that could be. And then, let me just fill this out. So I got, like, a slightly larger guy in here. Should I continue with this? I don't know. Is this even a good idea? I got like 30 minutes. I could try, at least. Although, actually, hold on. Let me, okay. Oh, man. I guess I can go for it. For now. One of the good things is that since it's now an odd number, like an odd number studs wide, I can make the T much more consistently here. It's also pretty wide, which I do like. Let's see here. Let's keep it going. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Stop like this. Let's get these smooth tiles over here. Hold on. Hold on. How do I do this? I forgot. Was it jumper plates? feel like it was. It was. Let's go. Well, it feels kind of weird that this isn't like taller, right? So maybe I don't want to do that. I don't know, whatever. I'll commit to it for now. And I'll check later. Maybe. Let's keep going. Let's get an A in here. So I'll start with the same base as an M. This is spelled out. This is MTA. It's like the Metro Transit Authority. Awesome. How do I style it? Right. How do I make a nice diagonal? Lots of ways, I feel like, especially with the added real estate here. What comes to mind immediately is this part. Right. Luckily, there's a corresponding regular slope that matches this. Except it doesn't come in the variety that I would hope. So that's a little unfortunate. But I think there is hope. Hope comes in the form of this new part here. I'm very glad they added this, by the way. It's like such a nerdy thing to get excited over. But a 1x2 smooth slope is like crazy. Also, wait, hold on. Wow, the angles are correct. Dang. Except the problem is I don't have a middle thingy here. I need to cross, right? So it's a little unfortunate. Isn't quite what I need. Also, I don't need it to go all the way up here, right? I could solve this by going one plate higher. Just what I'll do. I was complaining about it being a little too... about it being too stubby earlier. So I'm just killing two birds with one stone, I think. Okay, I think I'll adjust this down once too. There we go. Okay, so do something like this. It's low-key kind of difficult. How do I do this? That's all I can ask myself, like all the time, is how I can do things. And the answer is I don't know, like 90% of the time. And I just like fake it till I make it. Alright. Is this an appropriate solution? I don't know. This could be poo-poo fart. Man, this is rough. Oh dear. Well, I think this is correct. Actually, did I need to extend it? I could have. It would have been fine if I just did this, right? I'm just stupid. Oh, it just wouldn't be aligned with the others, right? That's the problem. This brings it into alignment. MTA. I don't know if this is like an improvement. It is something, I guess. Right, put this on this side as well. Alright. Get rid of this reference here. Get a K up in here. Same base as well. Let me get this side as well. This should be the same. There we go. Now how did I do it? I did some insane work over here to make it work. But maybe I don't have to do nearly as much craziness. I don't know why it's like... So, I think I should adjust this upwards instead. Like so. I copied that, I should just move them. This makes a lot more sense. There we go. Nice. But I feel like these are both kind of valid though. Like either one is not like neither is that atrocious, I feel like. Is this a good solution? I don't know. It's going way too high, right? So I have to like be more drastic with the slope here. What the hell? And then I could add the equivalent slope here, but this is like a very thin thing going on. That's okay. So I might have to take a little bit of a sacrifice here. Just use this instead. It's not something's not right here. The K is like the hardest part, huh? Man, this is difficult. What do I do? How do I pull this off? What? I've got like 20 minutes left too. Row. Uh, yeah, how do I write the letter K, guys? I never learned my ABCs. Yeah, it was going so well too. And then the letter K showed up. What a tragedy. Okay, well, I guess I should just experiment with various ideas. Then hopefully something works. Let's see. Need this serif, so gotta put that there. And then maybe I can do this. I have no idea. Maybe this is correct, right? Like this over here feels vaguely correct. Okay, well that's like way too small of a slope, so maybe not. It's the same thing. It is. Damn. But actually do have some control over this now. So let's say I do something like this, right? And now I feel like to achieve victory here. Oh, thank goodness I added the extra space. All I really have to do is so why do I do that? I could supposed to make these like this, right? Okay. This is a problem. This doesn't look okay. Crap. I knew this would have a downside. I do it here. I actually did do that. It's just wow, that's scuffed. What's the letter K? Is there like a serif special thing that they do? No, not really. No, they do exactly what you think they do. So, looks like an end right now. This sucks. Well, maybe do this. Oh man. This is really difficult. I don't know how to describe it. It's just not. Letter K is not easy to make. This is pretty close though. I think I'm getting kind of close. Not bad. I feel like the rest of the time today is just gonna be spent trying to make the letter U and N after this one as well. So, not a terrible way to spend my evening, I guess. Yeah, how do I... They're gonna be even, right? So... Is this a K? It's a very weak K. I don't like that. Ew, what? Oh, man. If I do this, right, then it's like... Oh, man, it sucks. It's very thin. I guess there is precedent for it. The T does that as well. But still... If one of them suffers, both of them shall suffer. It's acceptable. I think I'll just have to swallow the ugliness here. This is just something I gotta deal with. Alright. And next, I guess N is next on the chopping block. I would just copy this thing entirely and then just switch it up a bit, right? It tends to be a combination of like the K and M, I feel like, is the idea here. There's your N. Just adjustments of how it's fine. I think I'll take it for now. I might adjust it later. And I need a U as well, right? So a U is also similar, I would say. I just need to like get rid of the bottom here. All right. Now how do I create the U? Maybe like this? Would this be? Did I just like home run this instantly? I might have. Maybe slightly further down. But other than that, seems like it'd be pretty good. Better than the other one. Yeah, let's try this. Oh my gosh, cooperate, please. Okay, whatever. Then let's put this in here. Okay, looks pretty decent, I would say. Not bad, not bad. I feel like I forgot to do this for one of the other letters, but can't remember which. Okay, so now if I assemble this, Is here. It's way better. Like, but now that I look at it from far away, the U does still look a little goofy. Okay. Not bad. It's pure if it's no way, but probably hide it now. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Side by side, it's like this. Not bad, not bad. Just a little bit of extra space can get you some pretty good results. Now will this fit next to the diorama? It's like by taking up a whole bunch of extra space, yes, but maybe I should put these in a separate file. So model this small plate. Say it like this. Or this one. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. Very, very nice, very nice. There are about 10 minutes left. Not sure what else to do. Things could always be better, I suppose. I don't know if I'll come back to this though. I'm fairly satisfied with where it's at right now. Yeah, no real complaints. Yeah. I'm not sure this is what I want to display though. That's the loading screen. But it definitely looks way more like a M and an N now. So I guess this is acceptable as is. I'll try like through the camera. Like this. Something like this, maybe? I think I'll render this. I also have to like go to the restroom, so it's perfectly good timing, I would say. So while this renders, I shall go to the restroom. about 70% done, it seems like. Well, this speech to text kind of sucks. Well, I don't even know if I can fix it. I've like tried this whole week, but I think I just need better hardware at this point. Very unfortunate. Right, render finished, I think, so go put this on. Let's see. It's kind of like this now. Pretty good. Not bad at all. I kind of don't like that's not flush with this, so maybe I'll fix that next time. It's a bit early, but I think I feel like pretty under the weather now. I think all this building is taking a toll on me, especially late into the night. But I do have the weekend to recuperate, so hopefully I'll be back next week doing this with a bit more energy. But I guess lastly, just going through notes. Make text, or make a diorama base flush with the new name text. Stick with name. Gotta do this, I think. So if I do this, this, and this, should be done with diorama basically. Let's see. I know. Let's see. There's no asteroids. Do ship debris only. I think this is done now. Make scene look like a collision. It's kind of what I'm trying to do here. And so this is what I'm going to be doing now. I go up. Let's keep this consistent. Kind of bugging me here. I need to figure out better note taking strategy this one. So this is where I'm at right now. These as well. Brickhead's still throwing. Gonna keep putting that off for a little while. Is this spelled right? Hold on, I need to check the spelling. What cracks on it? I feel like this is not the correct spelling. Or wait, no, it is. They have a U in there. I don't actually know. I'm a real American. I'm gonna keep it the right spelling. Start work on big ship. All right, just not much else to say about that. I think that's about it. Got a good plan for next week. Made good progress today, I would say. At least conceptually, I feel like I have a much greater idea of what I want to do. So I will work on that next week. Probably get some pretty good progress done. Get started on a new project as well. Just one or two new projects as I close out the Drydock. Hopefully I don't put off the warp storm thing too much, but yeah, that's about it. Um, I want to try to get some rest today. But yeah. Bye bye.